Genesis chapter 44, verses 1 to 34. I am reading the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible. Verse 1. Then he commanded the steward of his house, fill the men's sacks with food as much as they can carry, and put each man's money in the top of his sack. Verse 2. Put my cup, the silver cup, in the top of the sack of the youngest, with his money for the grain. And he did as Joseph told him. Verse 3. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away with their donkeys. Verse 4. When they had gone only a short distance from the city, Joseph said to his steward, Go, follow the men, and when you overtake them, say to them, Why have you returned evil for good? Why have you stolen my silver cup? Verse 5. It is not from this that my Lord drinks. Does he not indeed use it for divination? You have done wrong in doing this. Verse 6. When he overtook them, he repeated these words to them. Verse 7. They said to him, Why does my Lord speak such word as this? Far be it from your servants that these should do such a thing. Verse 8. Look, the money that we found at the top of our sacks, we brought back to you from the land of Canaan. Why then would we steal silver or gold from your Lord's house? Verse 9, should it be found with any one of your servants, let him die. Moreover, the rest of us will become my Lord's slaves. Verse 10, he said, even so, in accordance with your words, let it be he with whom it is found shall become my slave, but the rest of you shall go free. Verse 11, then each one quickly lowered his sack to the ground, and each opened his sack. Verse 12, he searched, beginning with the eldest and ending with the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. At this, they tore their clothes. Then each one loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. Verse 14, Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house while he was still there, and they fell to the ground before him. Verse 15, Joseph said to them, What deed is this that you have done? Do you not know that one such as I can practice divination? Verse 16, and Judah said, What can we say to my Lord? What can we speak? How can we clear ourselves? God has found out the guilt of your servants. Here we are then, my Lord sleeps. Both we and also the one in whose possession the cup has been found. Verse 17, but he said, Far be it from me that I should do so. Only the one in whose possession the cup was found shall be my slave. But as for you, go in peace to your father. Verse 18. Then Judah stepped up to him and said, Oh, my Lord, let your servant please speak a word in my Lord's ears. And do not be angry with your servant, for you are like Pharaoh himself. Verse 19. My Lord asked his servant, saying, Have you a father or a brother? Verse 20. And we said to my Lord, We have a father, an old man, and a young brother, and a child and of his old age. His brother is dead. He alone is left of his mother's children, and his father's father loves him. Verse 21, then you said to your servants, Bring him down to me, so that I may set my eyes on him. Verse 22, he said to my Lord, the boy cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. Verse 23, then you said to your servants, Unless your youngest brother comes down with you, you shall see my face no more. Verse 24, when we went back to your servants, my father, we told him the words of my Lord. Verse 25, and when our father said, Go again, buy us a little food. Verse 26, we said, We cannot go down. Only if our youngest brother goes with us, will we go down, for we cannot see the man's face unless our youngest brother is with us. Verse 27, then your servants, my father, said to us, You know that my wife bore me two sons. Verse 28, one left me, and I said, Surely he has been torn to pieces, and I have never seen him since. Verse 29, if you take this one also from me and harm comes to him, you will bring down my gray hairs in sorrow to Sheol. Verse 30, now therefore when I come to your servant, my father, and the boy is not with us, then as his life is bound up in the boy's life. Verse 31, when he sees that the boy is not with us, he will die. And your servants will bring down the gray hairs of your servant, our father, with sorrow to Sheol. Verse 32, for your servant became surety for the boy to my father, saying, if I do not bring him back to you, then I will bear the blame in the sight of my father all my life. Verse 33, now therefore, please let your servant remain as a slave to my lord in place of the boy, and let the boy go back with his brothers. Verse 34, for how can I go back to my father if the boy is not with me? I fear to see the suffering that would come upon my father. Genesis chapter 44, verses 1 to 34 from the New Revised Standard Version, the Green Bible.